Yo, what is up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have Game Week 1 Premier League predictions. I'm going to try to do this every week for the game weeks, but yeah, these are the people that are going to be playing: Brentford, Arsenal, Man United, Leeds, Leicester, Wolves, Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Watford, Aston Villa, Everton, Southampton, Burnley, Brighton, Norwich, Liverpool, Newcastle, West Ham, Tottenham, Man City. Let's get straight into Right now, the first game, Brentford versus Arsenal. Brentford at home, new boys to the Premier League. Arsenal, of course, no European football this season. I think that will benefit them. Obviously, you've seen my Premier League predictions. I've put them in 7th, getting, what is it called? European Conference League a position. But yeah, I think this is going to be one of Brentford. I think they'll pull off a surprise. I think they'll be at home. They'll have the fans to back them. It's their first time in the Premier League in a very long time. I think it could be the first time ever. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I think it'll be 1-0 Brentford. Moving on to Man United Leeds, a little bit of a rivalry to kick off the Premier League season. Everyone wants that. It's probably the best thing to happen on the opening day. But I've not 10 years away from my mouth. Right, my apologies, I am back. But yeah, let's move straight to the prediction. Let's not mess around. I think it's going to be 4-2 Man United. Like, I think Man United haven't had a good pre-season. I could be wrong. I don't think they've had many games, but you know Leeds, Bielsa, they're just going to be drive. They're going to be running every day. They're going to be fit. They're going to be ready for this game. But I think by the end of the game, it's going to be a Man United win, just like the 6-2 last season. It could start with a Man United shocky start to the season, but I do reckon there will be Leeds 4-2. So yeah, let's move on to the next game where we have Burnley versus Brighton. Oh no, I've appeared to messed up the list. We have Leicester versus Wolves next. I think there's going to be a very good game. Obviously, Leicester just won the Community Shield. I'm not too sure what's happened with Wolves. I don't know if they've have a lot of preseason or had very minimal. I have no clue, to be honest. But I do reckon in this game, Leicester will win 3-1. I think they're very well driven. I think the Community Shield, they'll have momentum off that. And I think they'll go into this game with high spirits. I don't think Daka will score. I think Samari, or Samara, however you say it, will have a masterclass. But I do not think Daka will score. Moving on to my beloved team, Crystal Palace versus champions of Europe, Super Cup winners Chelsea. They just keep winning, don't they? But I think this will play into factor with the Super Cup. Obviously, they went to penalties, went through extra time, they went through 120 minutes of football. They've been celebrating. It could go either good or it could go either really bad. So what I'm thinking with good, they could celebrate really hard. They'll be quite tired for the game. They'll be sloppy, and I think we'll pick up at least a point. It can also go really bad if they're buzzing off the momentum of the Super Cup and coming into this game they'll just smack us, which they normally do. Obviously last season 4-0 and 4-1. I want to say 4-1, but I think it was 4-0. But yeah, so I think for this game it is going to be 2-2, though I think they will be tired. I think we will pick up a point if we're lucky. But yeah, hopefully we do, and yeah, come on Palace. Right, I've had to change a few things around. Hopefully the mic quality hasn't gone down too much. But we're moving on to Watford versus Aston Villa now, or Aston Villa, whatever. I think this is going to be a shock result. As much as I really think Villa will do well this season, break into the top 10 at least. I do think that Norwich will come in flying. Ben Foster have to go pro in net, and I think they will win 1-0. Watford will nick a goal, maybe start. I think they will be defending a lot of the game. I think Leon Bailey will have a really good game, but not score. And I think Watford will pick up a shock, but not as surprising if you think about Watford being in the Prem, win against Aston Villa. Right, Everton, Southampton now. I do not predict Everton or Southampton to do that well this season, I can't lie to you. I think Rafa is a decent manager. I think he's a very good manager, but he won't have the backing of the fans for at least 3 seasons. Until he gets them into Europe and they're secure in Europe, I think they'll start to like him. But at the moment, it's bad. I've seen outside, well, I haven't seen, but I've seen pictures of outside Goodison Park, and they have that calling him fat and all this. But obviously, you get it because he's traded one side of Liverpool to the other side, and I think some fans might have forgiven him, but he did say some stuff about Everton. But I do think they will pick up a 3-2 loss to Southampton. Personally, I think Southampton will struggle really bad. I think they will go down still. But I do think on the first day, opening game week, they will get 3-2. But mark my words now, Adam Armstrong, as much as Palace were linked to him, if we got him, I would have been happy. Adam Armstrong will be another Reham booster. And particularly, I don't think Reham booster was that bad, but I don't think he will score until like March. And I don't know why, I just have a funny feeling he won't score too much. But yeah, 3-2 Southampton. Right, now on to Brighton versus Burnley, or Burnley versus Brighton, wherever. So the first game week, I think they will struggle in the league. I don't think Brighton will go down. I think Burnley will finally go down. Obviously, if you haven't checked out my game week predictions, you might as well just check it out now. But yeah, I think Burnley will pick up a shocking 1-0 win. I think it will come from Chris Wood most likely, but the thing is with Burnley, they can scrape wins and they'll still do really bad, and they normally do have bad starts to the season in the bottom of the league, and sometimes somehow they still stay up. But I do think they will beat Brighton 1-0 comfortably. Right, Norwich Liverpool now. Liverpool and Norwich always seem to face on the first day of the season. Like when Norwich came up the season before, whenever they got relegated, when they came up that season, they played Liverpool at Anfield, and now they're playing them at Carrow Road. But but yeah, I think Norwich will lose 4-3. I think it'll be quite a Leeds game. I think it won't be end to end. It'll be very attacky Liverpool, but I think they will play on the counter attack, Norwich, and I think they will pick up a loss, but they will pick up an entertaining loss like the first day where Leeds got promoted and they were playing very entertaining football. So yeah, 4-3 Liverpool. Moving on to Newcastle versus West Ham at St James's Park. I think these are both clubs that haven't been backed by their board. Like, I think West Ham could have done stuff this season if they got in Lingard. Milenkovic looks like a good signing, which they could potentially have by the time this goes out. This is recorded on the Thursday morning at 3:26 in the morning. Lovely. But anyway, yeah, I do think if West Ham brought Jesse Lingard in and a decent midfielder, I think they would be good because they need someone to replace Mark Noble. I know he didn't play much last season, and yeah, they play Rice and Soucek. Actually, tell a lie, they just need squad depth to be honest. But yeah, I think they will both struggle, but it will be a fought game, and it will be a 2-0 Newcastle win at St James's Park. Cool, moving on to the most interesting game of the game week number 1. We move on to Tottenham versus Manchester City. Now, a week ago, I would be saying which team would Harry Kane be playing for, but I'm fully convinced Harry Kane will be staying at Spurs this season. I don't think he will be moving. I think if they get battered this game, I think he'll push for it. I don't think he'll want to stay another season where they're scrapping in 7th, 6th, 8th and 9th and maybe even 10th. Who knows? But I do think it will be a shocking 1-1 draw. That's something you didn't think that would come out. But yeah, 1-1 Tottenham, Man City. Right, cool. So game week predictions for week number 1 is over. These are all my predictions. Also, I want to try bring in like a point tally kind of thing, and we'll look at the table at the end of the season. So 1 point if I get the right winner, so I get Tottenham win, and then right scoreline if it's a 2-0 Tottenham win or whatever, then I get 3 points. But yes, I do want to try get other people's opinions. So in the comment section, tell me what your score for your team will be. But that's it for this video. I don't know. I think I might try get guests on for the game week predictions so they can give their predictions. But I'll have to see. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll catch you for the next video. Peace.